I'm in Salad, and I saw the Polar Express. It is directed by Robert Zemeckis, and my previous exposure to this movie before was I saw it once as a kid. I was like, wow, I want to check out this movie, see if it definitely holds up for the spirit of Christmas. And so, if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we get to see a boy who has no name. I don't think at any point he's given a name in the movie, so I'm just gonna name him Blue Robe Guy. Alright, that's his name. So Blue Robe Guy. He's with his family, he doesn't believe in Christmas, and goes to sleep. Basically, anything about the family at this point is kind of useless. It's like, first 5 minutes, alright, he's a child who doesn't believe in Christmas. That's been established. But then, there's a train that comes through. A chugga 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 choo choo. Yeah, it's training time. Guess who's here? It's Tom Hanks. I mean, it's the conductor. I should mention that. The Tom Hanks is the conductor. I gotta say that Tom Hanks is most of the adult voices in this film. So it's a fun ride, just being like, oh, hey, it's Tom Hanks. I can tell it's your voice. But anyway. We got Blue Robe Guy. He's like, well, there's a train outside. I'm gonna go outside. And the conductor, he's like, all right, you want to come on in? And the blue robe guy is like, I don't know. But I'm gonna be slow to my decision that the train goes. But I'm gonna be quick enough to my decision that I get on the train. When I get on the train, there's a bunch of children. And I'm honestly, at this point, I'm like, would I get on a strange train if I didn't believe in Christmas? This is a crucial year, according to the train conductor. So, if his Christmas belief depends on whether he gets on this train or not. So I guess that's what the stakes are occurring. But okay, let's say that I'm like curious enough that I want to get on this train, which honestly I think I would. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a train going on. I want to be on that train. Let's go on it. He goes to a seat. There's a girl that seems to like the blue robe guy. What is the girl's name? She doesn't have one. Instead, I'm going to call her Pink Dress Girl. Alright, blue robe guy and pink dress girl. Alright, they're kind of looking at each other. Ooh, yeah. There's also, hey, refreshments. Anyone? Yes. Alright, it's refreshment time. But I forgot the most crucial part is they go to another guy's place, another person's house. There's a boy there. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make the decision of not going on the train. Too slow, and then I'm gonna be too slow to try to run towards the train, and then I try to catch up to the train. And then some kid, the blue robe guy, is like, I'm gonna stop the train! And then he stops the train! And I'm like, dude, how could you be so disrespectful? Who cares about that kid? He doesn't care about Christmas. Oh, he wants to get on? Why? Why do you care that much? Okay, it's one less person to experience the magical joy of Christmas, but I feel like this kid is going to be a drag throughout the rest of the movie. I mean, come on. Oh. Just come on! Anyway, train conductor, he's like very mad. Well, do you know about the time schedule? I'm thinking the same thing. But then here's the refreshment scene. There's the hot chocolate drinking, I feel like takes place too quickly. Because everyone gets a drink of hot chocolate. Don't let it cool down! And the pink dress girl lets it cool down. I mean, not really. She kind of like slips it underneath her chair. She's gonna bring it to the guy. His name is Billy. He's the only one with a name. Is that kid? His name is Billy, and we only learn this a little bit later down the line in the movie. But I swear, he's just like sitting there in the back. I'm mopey tropey. I'm on a train, okay? And of course, pink dress girl's like, I'm gonna give him the drink. You're not allowed to go back there, says literally everyone ever on this train. I'm gonna go there, and the conductor is like, hey, you want to give that drink to that guy? Yeah. And I'm just like, What did you try to gain to deceive this man? He has picked you up graciously. There are just tickets magically appearing in your guys' pockets that you didn't have before. And of course, she goes back there. And of course, also, the fact is she left her ticket on the seat. And blue robe guy. Big brain on this guy. Oh, she's not gonna come back. I gotta grab the ticket. And I'm gonna try to go after her. And have the ticket very loose in my hand. And let it blow away. I'm like, dude, why? Leave the ticket there. It's better there than flopping about in the wind. It could get lost, but actually it doesn't get lost. There's a whole bunch of flippity floppities that it does, including being fed to some birds, going into a snowball, then miraculously going in front of the train again, and then getting into like the air filter. Oh, she doesn't have her ticket, but look, it's a shot of the ticket right there up in the vent. And blue robe guy sees this at the very last second. He's about to stop the train because they're taking her somewhere. Oh, they're gonna throw her off the train. Oh no! I'm like, why would they throw a child off a train? Why? It's liability, okay? You gotta think about this more clearly than this, kid. Come on, why? But anyway, I digress. What does matter is they go to the back of the train, and he's like, oh, I don't know where they went. I'm gonna climb on the roof. And then I'm gonna encounter some ghost that is like, hey, you know what you have to do? You have to slide to the front of the engine! You have to slide to the front of the train. And I'm like, okay, but why? You know, he's like, oh, there's a low clearance in the tunnel. And I'm just like, dude, but I'm in the back of the train. I can dip out pretty quickly. I can just like slide back a little bit and then like catch the end of the train and I'll be safe. Why do I have to go all the way to the front of the train? And of course there's a hill. Oh yeah, there's even a point where both of them, but them being the weird ghost that is on the top of the train that's just hitching a free ride, and also blue robe guy who's just kind of there. I'm just like, dude, you're safer on the back of the train, but nope. We gotta go down this hill that leads us to the engine room very quickly, lickety-split before we hit the tunnel and lands in a bunch of coal. Okay, guess who's there? Oh, it's pink girl dress, and I'm like, why is she at the front of the engine? Why? I thought you were gonna throw her out. What? Oh, you don't have your ticket. Okay, we'll let you just conduct the train. What is the logic behind that? I don't know. Just the massive amount of, oh, well, the train go fast. Oh, we gotta stop it because there's a bunch of caribou. We're gonna do a thing where the train engineer pulls another train engineer's beard and he goes, oh, and it scares off the caribou. And then they go through and they are on the ice. The train tracks have frozen over. Why would you ever put your train tracks there? Why? If there's any potential of train tracks being frozen over, why would you put them there? And you know what happens? Oh, they're slipping across the ice. Oh, the pin that stops them from accelerating fast, it hits the ice. It's now cracking, and now we're in a situation where we're gonna have the train be directed left, right, very finely tuned, but I'm like, this is a train! Trains take forever to stop! Do you think they're easy to steer? There's like millions of segments. They make it alive. They're alive. They made it. It's Christmas season, okay. Ah, yes, in the spirit of the Christmas, they've survived this maneuver that is near impossible. They're going to the North Pole. Oh yeah, let's have a grand old time. Do you still believe, blue robe guy? No. Well, you're gonna believe as we hit the North Pole. Look, it's the North Pole. Oh, we're going to a train system. Okay, cool, we gotta get into the line. Alright, that's fun, handy dandy, but Billy is still on the train! Why? Why are you still on the train, Billy? Why? You came to the North Pole and you're just sitting there? And now we have pink dress girl and blue robe guy being like, oh yeah, come on, Billy. And then, the train disconnects and they go on a big old ride. They end by like spinning. Okay, it was a little disorienting to me personally. And then, big brain idea. Let's walk over the tracks where there's an abyss below us to get to these bells that we hear. I do like the tunnel, which the train track just ends. I do like that kind of part, but like, they're just like, ooh yeah, we're lost. Oh no, we're not. Let's continue further. They go further down to the presents. Oh yeah, look, there's a conveyor belt. It's very bouncy. Question mark, why? I guess. But you know, the conveyor belt is bouncy. There's only one present that goes down, conveniently is Billy's and his address. And I'm like, this is the only name or address that we get? Okay. I now just like know later on in like during this part of the movie, I'm just like, oh, they're all from Michigan? Question mark? Like, are they all from the same neighborhood? Like, where are the other trains? Where are the other kids? Are we just seeing this one train track, a train cart full of children? Are there multiple tracks full of children? And if there are, a lot of them must be dead, because there's a bunch of drowned ones from like when the ice was cracking. I don't think this is a movie I'm supposed to think about that much. But yeah, they're at the North Pole. They go through a bunch of conveyors. They end up in Santa's bag. And the elves fly his bag and place it into Santa Claus's cart. Sled. That's what it's called. It's a sled. Santa's sled. The alliteration. That's how I'm supposed to remember it. Okay, so Santa's sled. It's being filled with gifts. And I'm like, man, that's a big old bag. And this is a fun moment where one of Santa's bells from the ringing from the reindeer come off. And blue robe guy picks it up. The ring. Oh, it doesn't hear. I don't hear it. Alright, I believe. Then here is it. And then Santa appears. I'm like, Santa. Epic. McLovin. I love it. Hey, Santa, how's it going? Oh, yeah, hello, kid. You go home now. And then we zoom out to the train. The train's taking all the kids home. Oh, what a lovely adventure. And I'm just like, but what about, is there going to be more ice slipping on the tracks for the train? Please, man, I just felt that this movie was one wacky ride and a lot of bad decisions that I would not make to have no stakes in a movie. Oh, you just get the ticket back? If you lose it, okay, I guess. Also, given a bell, puts it in his pocket that has the hole in it. I'm like, how do you not just like not put things in that pocket anymore? How are you just like so absent-minded that you're gonna put it into the pocket with the hole? Just like not consider that a pocket at all. Just keep putting your things in the one pocket that actually works. Come on, why are you not thinking? He wakes up, his robe is ripped, and I'm like, that's weird. I don't get it. But then he opens up his presents. Oh, there's the bell. Santa's like, oh, I fixed your robe. I'm like, ha! It sucks for Santa. You're not a graceful child. You ripped his thing that he fixed for you. I assume. That's what I thought happened. Why would it be re-ripped and his marbles be placed back in his pocket? He's still reckless, Santa. Why would you think otherwise? Why would he think you would care? But anyway, there's a fun moment where we see the parents, they have the bell and they don't hear it ring. I'm like, oh, the parents aren't believing. And then it ends with, well, all my friends eventually I stopped believing, but I've always heard the bell, Christmas spirit. Okay, that's how the movie ends. I definitely did not mesh well with the plot. Oh man, I just feel that this movie, the plot is Hey, it's a Christmas movie. Okay, magic. Magic's supposed to happen. But there's also just like, why would y'all do the things that you're doing? And then you guys are breaking out into song? There's a lot of moments where this movie breaks out into songs, and I'm like, okay. How exciting! Make love and I'm not a big fan of musicals, if you can tell. Just musicals for the sake of music in a soundtrack of a movie. I mean, La La Land is a great musical, but this, no. I wouldn't say so. The animation, I shouldn't disparage it. It's from 2004. It looks great for 2004. However, I think the animation is a little bit aged. It doesn't age as well. I do see some models like clipping, like within their books, or like some of the elf clipping. A lot of the faces were uncanny valley, except for blue robe kid face. His was okay, but he was a little bit less realistic than like the elves, and the elves looked really weird. Santa Claus looked really weird. I feel like a lot of the models just kind of creeped me out. I definitely remember having much more fond memory of this movie, but the only parts that I really remember enjoying were the train sliding on the ice and the interaction like at the beginning of the movie. That's really all I remember. Then I remember like not really liking the Santa part. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I just don't like the movie that much anymore. It's good watch. It's a good watch if you like Christmas and things happening, because Christmas and magic and stuff. But like any plot that makes sense, no, not from this movie. The character development, none. I don't know if well, I guess the character development is blue robe guy believes, and Billy still a loser. He's like Christmas spirit. No, I don't need it. That's what it seems like. He's like, I got a present! Oh my goodness! I can really believe in Christmas now. Cool thing he got a present. Cool, I'm happy for him. But did he learn anything? I don't know. I don't think so. He just got a bunch of his friends trying to be like, oh yeah, please come with us. But, you know, this movie was pretty colorful. I did enjoy the colors. I do like the effects, like the liquid simulations and the particle simulations and the fog simulations. I liked those parts, but the plot I didn't mess with as much, and the character development was not there strongly. There's also this one kid, he's literally named just Know-It-All in the subtitles. He seems autistic, super autistic, he knows so many things about trains. Super stereotypical autistic kid in this movie. And because the plot was and I guess I'm a Christmas Scrooge, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 4.5 out of 10. If you like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. You can request a movie in the comments below. You can fast track a movie request at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review for 1 month. Or $3 a month for some daily vlog, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindness of this movie channel, go to this link tree right here for some NSFW content. Exclusive to here, very safe for work literally everywhere else except for here. And it really helps with the daily grindiness of the channel. So go here, and until next time, I'm in Salad Sauce. See you later. My salad croutons and bacon bits.